welcome back to Whispers of Turkish Stars. Settle in, because today's story is the kind that sends a shiver down your spine and makes your heart race in the best way. If you adore Turkish dramas that sweep you off your feet from the first scene, and if you've been quietly rooting for two of Turkey's most magnetic talents, then you're exactly where you need to be. We're unpacking a revelation that has rippled through the entertainment world and set countless imaginations alight. Hazal Subaşı has opened up about her great love for Erkan Meriç. You heard that right. The romance fans dreamed of during their time together is no longer a whisper on a set, it's a confession that feels as real as the emotions they stirred on screen. Before we dive in, make sure you're subscribed to Whispers of Turkish Stars and tap the bell so you never miss a beat. We love being your cozy corner for all the heartfelt moments and behind-the-scenes truths that make this industry so addictive to watch. Now, to the center of the storm. Hazal, the poised and luminous actress who became a sensation with her unforgettable turn in Adeniz and Koy, has found herself at the heart of every headline and every timeline. After a series of remarks that some had anticipated and others hardly dared to expect, she has finally spoken from the heart about her bond with Erkan, her co-star, her partner in a story that once lived between takes and now breathes in plain sight. And this isn't the polite, safe answer that keeps gossip at bay. This is a declaration. It's tender, direct, and utterly transformative. For years, the chemistry between Hazal and Erkan was the kind of spark you can't choreograph. Every shared look carried weight. Every scene felt charged with a private language. Audiences followed their journey with a devotion that would make any producer proud. Some fans even built entire communities devoted to cataloging every laugh they traded at events, every glance at a premiere, every near-silent moment that said more than words might. Though both actors kept their lives carefully compartmentalized, work here, home there, the signs edged closer to the surface as time passed. I remember the tension that hovered over their public appearances. Red carpets were never just red carpets when Hazal and Erkan walked them. Press days became puzzles for fans to solve. Even the most casual social media post grew into a clue. They were courteous and focused, but there was always a flicker in their eyes, a shared joke that lingered just long enough to send the internet running to replay it. Interviewers prodded. The two deflected with that practiced, good-natured charm that left doors open without ever stepping through. And yet, we all felt the room warming. Then came the change. According to multiple converging accounts, and, more importantly, according to Hazal's own words, the connection between her and Erkan has deepened in ways that leave little room for ambiguity. This is not a vague hint. It's the culmination of a journey we watched begin in the soft light of a studio and then blur into real life, where feelings don't reset when the director calls cut. The moment landed with the weight of truth, the kind that quiets an entire room. What did Hazal actually say? Depending on the outlet and the setting, the phrasing varies, but the heart of it does not. Her feelings for Erkan are real. They are layered and calm and present, not a fever dream of a set romance. She spoke about a bond that outgrew the boundaries of work, a closeness that feels singular, and she framed him as the person who understands the rhythm of her life without needing to ask for a map. Imagine hearing that from someone whose grace and self-possession have defined her public image for years. It isn't spectacle. It's serenity. The confession doesn't just confirm what many hoped. It honors the long arc of two people who chose quiet over noise and patience over frenzy. They tried to protect what was private. They didn't rush to flaunt anything. And now, in choosing to name what they share, it feels less like a reveal and more like a gentle lifting of a curtain they both held. It's not about staging a moment, it's about living one. What might this mean for their careers? In the simplest terms, it strengthens a story that was already compelling. Their talent, their ease in front of a camera, and now the undeniable warmth of their reality place them among the most cherished pairings in the public's imagination. The door opens wider to thoughtful joint projects, to narratives that mirror their maturity, to opportunities that align with how carefully they've managed their image. Casting directors will hear the hum of audience anticipation, producers will see the numbers write themselves. And frankly, fans will feel seen. Online, the reaction has been a wave of gratitude and giddy celebration. Timelines brim with edited scenes from Adini Sinkoi, with snapshots from old events that suddenly glow brighter in hindsight, and with long threads that trace this evolution moment by moment. People love to believe in love. They love it even more when it has patience, when it survives crowded rooms, when it arrives without fanfare. The phrase that keeps appearing is simple: at last. It sums up both relief and joy. But there's something deeper at work here. In an era when public images are airtight, choosing to be emotionally honest can feel radical. Hazal, by stating what so many suspected, risks vulnerability on purpose. That takes nerve and tenderness in the same breath. As for Erkan, although he hasn't offered a speech of his own, the sense is clear: his actions have been speaking for him. Trusted sources and close observers point to the small consistencies. Support at tough times, quiet gestures that never sought applause, as evidence of a bond built sustainably. The message is less about a headline and more about a life being carefully shared. Both of them, separately, have built strong careers. Hazal proved her range beyond the series that made her a household name, stepping into darker, more complex roles and learning to hold her own even among powerhouses. Erkan, steadfast and quietly ambitious, has crafted a path defined by discipline, mentoring younger colleagues, and choosing projects that stretch him rather than simply keep him busy. Together, they carry a promise that goes beyond nostalgia for a beloved show. It's about growth, about bringing their evolved selves back into the frame. Some will wonder, as they always do, whether this moment is calculated. Is it timing, or truth? The simplest answer lies in the pattern of their past. They have consistently chosen restraint over spectacle. They turned down many chances to fan rumors for quick attention. And the emotional texture of what Hazal shared, its softness, its absence of buzzwords, points to something honest, not orchestrated. Real stories do not need exclamation points to land. What makes this unfolding so powerful is that it feels like the most beautiful echo of the world that introduced them to so many of us. We fell for their characters, yes, but what we're watching now operates on another plane. Real life rarely grants us neat arcs or perfect soundtracks. Yet sometimes the chaos aligns with grace, and we're allowed to witness a love that learned to breathe on its own. That's what it seems like here: two people who did not let the glare of attention scorch the roots of something delicate. And if you're wondering what comes next, you aren't alone. Will there be an intimate interview where both speak together? A quiet photograph that says everything? Perhaps a future collaboration that draws on their history without repeating it. The appetite is there, not for gossip in the loud sense, but for glimpses of a shared life lived with intention. Fans don't need every detail, they need sincerity. That seems to be exactly what they're getting. This moment also reminds us why Turkish dramas resonate so widely. They are lush, romantic, steeped in feeling, but the heartbeat underneath is always the hope that love can be real, that it can clear a path even through the thicket of fame. Seeing Hazal and Erkan step forward with care validates that hope. It lifts the genre beyond fantasy and lets it brush against reality, where the stakes are gentler but more lasting. In essence, we've watched Hazal take a step that not long ago might have felt impossible, naming her love for Erkan without hiding behind irony or ambiguity. The response has been jubilant, not because people crave scandal, but because they crave resolution. The story we followed across episodes has found its echo in life, and it rings true. The glances were not illusions. The smiles were not just choreography. The affection was, it turns out, exactly what it looked like, only deeper. To everyone who's been part of this long, patient conversation, thank you for staying kind as you speculated and hopeful as you waited. Keep your eyes open for what blossoms from here. Whether it's a new project that surprises us or simply those small moments that confirm what has already been said, this feels like a beginning rather than a capstone. And it's a beginning written in their own voices. We'll keep following, collecting the moments that matter, and bringing them to you with the respect this story deserves. If this revelation stirred something in you, if it made you revisit your favorite scenes or smile a little longer at a quiet photo, tell us about it. What do you make of Hazal's confession? Did you believe in this pairing from the first episode? What are you hoping to see from them as artists and as a couple? The comments are yours, and we'll be there, reading and replying, just as always. If you enjoyed spending this time with us, Give the video a like, share it with fellow devotees of their journey, and make sure you're subscribed to Whispers of Turkish Stars so you never miss the next chapter. Until then, hold on to that warm feeling. Some stories are worth the wait, and some loves are gentle enough to endure the light.